All right, before we can take the field, we have to huddle up. Cream begins when those other leagues end. Picture this. It's the end of week 17 in the NFL, and some teams are finished while others move on to the playoffs. 12 teams make the NFL playoffs. Those teams should have the majority of top fantasy players, the elite QBs, stud running backs, dominant wide receivers, talented tight ends, stout defenses, and clutch kickers. The 12 playoff teams are not part of the first down and cream. That leaves us with 20 NFL teams who didn't make the playoffs. Some will have more viable fantasy options than others, and this is one of the reasons why cream isn't a level playing field. The 20 NFL teams that did not make the playoffs will be part of the first down and cream, which takes us to the first major event, the luck of the draw. The first down is the drawing. This will be a 12-team fantasy league. The first year, we will proceed with the drawing according to the order in which the managers join the league. And by join, I mean pay in full. The second season and beyond, the drawing will be according to how the fantasy league standings finished. If you win the league, you will draw 12th. And if you finish last, you draw first. The luck of the draw takes place the weekend before the Super Bowl. It's the first weekend of the football season without a real game and a great time to kick off the off-season. Now that we know the order, what are we drawing? The 20 NFL teams that did not make the playoffs will be placed in a pot to be drawn. Each manager will draw a team. This team is the beginning roster and a foundation to be built upon throughout the rest of the off-season. Whichever team you draw is yours exclusively. You now own the QBs, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, kicker, and defense. No other manager will have access to those players during the offseason. Now you have another team to pay attention to during the offseason. This makes the NFL re-signing period, trades, free agency, interesting and crucial to each manager. You own the team, and therefore the players on it. But if the players move, you lose out, or possibly gain a player. So the Colts lose Peyton Manning and the Broncos gaining. Need I say more? At this point, 12 fantasy managers have drawn from 20 NFL teams, leaving 8 teams in the pot. Are you excited about your team? If not, you have an option. Let's pretend it's February 2012 and you drew the Cleveland Browns, and you are not excited about it. You look at the 8 remaining teams in the pot, and you see a team like the Tennessee Titans. And you're much more excited about their players and defense. Similar to Vegas, baby, you have an option to double down. You will pay an extra fee to redraw from the remaining 8 teams. So the team you drew, the Cleveland Browns, are put off to the side to ensure that you do not pay to draw the same team twice. After you draw for the second time, your old team, the Cleveland Browns, go back into the pot. There will always be 8 teams to draw from to ensure the 12th manager has a chance to double down if they want to, and that no manager buys a specific team. We proceed the same way we drew originally. We ask the manager who drew first if they would like to double down, then the second, and so on. If a manager decides to double down, the second drawing will take place before we move to the next manager. That way, each manager can make an informed decision in regards to which teams are available. Note that at this point, the NFL draft has yet to take place. Future rookies are not part of your team and will not automatically be put on your team. If you drew the Colts and then watch Peyton Manning leave, Andrew Luck is not on your team and may be someone you want to target in the next step. The only thing is, you won't be the only one. The next step, the next video, is second down, the rookie auction.